All right, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over the one thing that we implemented that helped us almost 2x our show rate and helped us end the month of January with £71,000 in terms of cash collected, which is £33,000 over last month. So we're on pace to double each month, which is pretty good considering we just started with this client pretty recently. So February should be a good month. We're going to be aiming for £140,000 in terms of cash collected. But yeah, this is a pretty exciting video. It's one where the numbers look honestly pretty bad, so I'm pretty proud of how we've been able to help improve it. But obviously, our show rate isn't where we want it to be. We definitely need that to be a lot higher, aiming for 50 to 60%. Now, just for full context, this is a completely cold offer. So this coach only has about 1,000, 2,000 followers on Instagram. So basically, no like social presence at all. So our show rate is something that we've been struggling with dramatically. And so we'll be going over like the exact thing that we did to really help almost double our show rates. For full transparency as well, we spent about £19,000 on ads in the month of January. Roughly speaking, between £600 to £800 a day. So we ended at a 3.73x return on ad spend, so 19k to make 71. So in terms of total profit, was 52k minus sales commissions. So after you factor in sales team's commission, so closures 10, setters 5. So you want to take about 7 plus 3.5, about 10k out. So yeah, after sales team commissions, end of the month with roughly 40k in terms of net profit, which isn't bad, but obviously not where we want to get to. Really, honestly, what killed us about this offer is the show rate. The show rate was just so hard. A few reasons for that is one, generally speaking, what we've seen is with UK offers, the show rate is a bit lower than US. So this was purely UK market. The second thing is that it's just a lack of awareness for the specific BizOp offer, as well as it just being such a small personal brand is what we struggled with. But the biggest reason as to why we were able to double the show rate is honestly two kind of key things that we did. So just to kind of walk you guys through the funnel. So it's very standard in terms of what we do with all of our clients. So you've got headline, VSL, application, and then the application has a conditional logic where if they are financially qualified, will it only allow them to book a call? If they're not financially qualified, we don't even want them on the pixel. So over here, we've got a pixel that fires the, I guess it's not super important, but it fires the submit application event. And we only want this to fire if people are qualified. That way we send that signal back to Meta to only look for people that are actually going to convert. So anyway, as soon as they go in here, they book a call on the calendar, and then we take them to the thank you page. Now the thank you page, so what we're optimizing for is schedules. So that as soon as they hit the thank you page, we fire the schedule event. Now the number one thing that we did on this over here, I'm just going to make this a bit longer, is we had like the thank you message, we had the thank you headline, and then we had the VSL itself. Sorry, not the VSL, but we had the thank you video. But just below this, we said, basically in text, I'll just tell you what we said. We said that a member from the team is going to reach out within the next few minutes, so keep an eye out on your phone for a phone call from them. So we told them immediately right under the thank you video, under the thank you video, we also mentioned it here. So we positioned them as a student success advisor. So what we said is we said that our student success advisor is going to be giving you a call shortly just to make sure that we can actually help you and that this program is going to be a good fit for you. We have that there. And then at the bottom, we had a series of videos that addressed frequently asked questions along with testimonials at the bottom. So we had a bunch of testimonials. So this was a pretty long thank you page. And we would send a version of this to them once the student success advisor comes. Now, that was the biggest, again, like I said, it's two parts. So part one was just letting them know immediately when they book a call, a student success advisor is going to reach out. The second thing is actually having the student success advisor reach out within 120 seconds. So in under 2 minutes. Now, this is a non-negotiable. They have to reach out almost immediately. If you wait after, so if they had to wait over 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even 30 minutes, they would pretty much lose the lead. Not lose the lead, but it would just be so much harder to get them to pick up. So we'd have this setter call within literally less than 2 minutes immediately. Introduce himself as the student success advisor, and then triage them. Ask them a series of questions to see if we can help. So they would just run a traditional discovery script. And then once they would do that, they would create a group chat with the closer. So group chat with closer. Forgive my beautiful handwriting here. But essentially, this is a one-call close booking, meaning that they're not booking with a setter. They book with the closer immediately. And then once they get here, the setter calls within 2 minutes, triages them, then creates the group chat. In the group chat, you had the closer send a video introducing himself or a voice note. It was either or, but honestly, video did a lot better. Secondly, they would resend this page with all the FAQs. But super, super important, if you're running ads, don't send this exact page. It's going to double fire the scheduled event. So what we did is we just duplicated this page without the pixel. That way we can send it and it doesn't affect our tracking or our optimization. So we would send the FAQs, we send testimonials, but by far this is the number one thing that we did that dramatically improved our show rate. Like we literally went from a 17.5% to a 30%, helped us basically double revenue, which allowed us to really increase spend because we were capped by how much we could spend because of our return on ad spend. We were sitting at around like a 1.82, which honestly was horrible. Even a 3.7 isn't ideal. We want to really try to get this up to a 5 to 6, and that's our goal for February. Like at least. So we're still pretty profitable. So we've made 40K GBP in the month of January. We're aiming for 140 in February. Going to see how that kind of plays out. Going to aim for a 5 to 6x return on ad spend, but I think that with a mixture of a few other things that we're implementing should dramatically improve the profitability of this account overall. But just to kind of recap, the biggest thing that helped us change and go from a 17 to a 30%. By the way, this is the same thing we implement for other accounts, and some of those accounts are at a 60 to 70%. So we do foresee this going up as we get things a bit more dialed in. But essentially, the biggest thing was, one, framing the thank you video to let them know student success advisor is going to reach out. Number two, setter calls within 2 minutes. Number three, group chat with the closer, sending a video or a voice note, and sending additional resources, keeping them warm in between the time that they booked and the actual booking itself. So hope this was beneficial. Hope you can take something away from this video to help improve your show rates and overall profitability of your account. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.